The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
When I started yeshiva, I asked my Rabbi if I could be Saimach on Hashem. I wasn't sure. He said, what do you mean? He said, B'derech ha'olam, every yeshiva in the world goes collecting. They go, knock on people's doors, make phone calls, handle. And in Brisk, they don't do that. They wait for the people to come to them and bring them the money. So I wasn't sure and certain if that's a big madrega to reach and to be on. So I asked my Rabbi. He said, not a big madrega. Not a big madrega at all. He said, you definitely can do it. So what if it doesn't work? No, you'll do what everybody else does. But he asked me one question, he said, did you ever go collecting for yourself? I said, no. I went for others, not for myself. He said, if you went for yourself, you were keveya, that's the way it's coming. You can't switch. So why not? That's a Kabbalah I got from my older brother, Yisroel. So I told him, no, then do what he says. And what turned out to be is that 4 people, basically, ended up carrying the burden. Very happy. At the end of a year, 3 of them fell off the wagon. Fell off the wagon. Now I was left 1. So I asked that one, would he carry the load of 4? He said, no. I'm carrying what I can. 25%. My wife asked, what are you going to do now? I said, it's definitely a test. What does that mean, it's a test? I said, Hashem is testing me. He wants to see, will I lose myself? And maybe he wants to see if I'll stay strong. Maybe he'll find me one person to cover for all 3. Why should I have to go and say, every month, get money from 4 people? Hashem will give me one person, and one person take care of the whole business. Or maybe I said, Hashem wants me to close up. And if Hashem's not happy, he wants me to close up, hineni, I'll do it happily. That's what Hashem wants. I'm not going to fight with him. But we'll see. It was the summertime. My wife suggested maybe I go a little collecting. Maybe I do a little. I said, no, not doing that. Standing my ground. If Hashem wants, he knows how to find me. Meanwhile, one of my Talmidim calls me up one day. He was the 4th guy. And he tells me that he met a major gevir. A massive gevir. That had a massive heart. Massive generosity. Who asked that fellow, how come your Rav never comes collecting by me? The whole world was clamoring to see me and get money from me. How come your Rav never showed up? And I'm right here in town. And I help every Moshe in town. The Rabbi has an interesting shita with Bitachon. They say, what? What's up to Bitachon? You need money, you come knock on my door. He said, I'm going to give him a meeting. So he sends that fellow an email when the meeting is beginning. Now that meeting is worth thousands. People would buy that meeting off me. I was thinking of selling the meeting. But I didn't know what to do. A meeting like that is definitely shavikes. It wasn't $1,000. It was, this guy knew how to write checks. And he wasn't embarrassed, and he wasn't ashamed, he wasn't afraid. So I called my Rabbi up. I said, Rabbi, should I go to the meeting? I didn't ask for the meeting, but I have a meeting. She said to me, how far is it? I told him it's about 35 minutes to get to his office. No, it's a bisschen zu weit. It's a little too far. He said, where does he live? I said, live 15 minutes away. No, if he'll see you in the house, you can go. But to go matriach for I said, Rabbi, this is like serious cash. She says, are you pressured at the moment? I don't know. What was case? Don't go. So, I hung the phone up. And then he sent me another. I ignored the first date. He sent me another date. And he sent me 4 dates. And every date, I told him, you got another one. You got another one. I said, where is it? Where is it? I said, you know what? If you meet him, and you happen to see him, you live in his neighborhood. If he asks you, just tell him, I want to come to his house. I don't want to come so far to his office. Next Sunday he meets him. He says, what's the shit? He keeps on ignoring the meetings. She says, did you let him understand that this is like Shavik Kesef? This is Kesef Mamish. There's no Shaila, Shavik Kesef Kesef. This is Mamish, Kesef Mamish. So the guy said, yeah, no, but if he, in the house, he'll see you. He said, oh, he'll come here? He said, yeah. Okay, I tell him I'll see him right now. It was 2 weeks before Elzman. So, jumped into my car, run down there, drive down there, come again, knock on the guy's fancy door, takes me to his house, sits me down, and sizes me up. He asks me questions. How much does this cost? How much does that cost? What's your budget? Yeah, this, that, all kinds of stories. Answer my questions. And, I'd like to help you. I'd like to help you. But I want to see you go collecting. You have 2 weeks left. And you go collecting, try your best. You look like a guy who's capable. He tells me. You look capable. You know how to do the job. So use your capabilities and do the job. And then I'll double or triple what you got. I said, that's a very nice offer. That's very generous of you. That's very philanthropic of you, I said. That is amazing. But I can tell you right now what I'm going to have. He said, how much? I said, 0. He said, what's your problem? He says, what don't you get? You don't understand how things work? I said, I do. But I don't tell you how to run your business. So please don't try to pressure me to tell me how to run my business. I didn't ask you for any money. He said, I was curious to see you. You're a strange bird. You're the strangest guy. I'm trying to give money to, and you wouldn't even work with me. So I told him, I greatly appreciated your concern for me. I greatly appreciate your willingness to help. Have a nice day. I walked out of the house. My Talmud, the other guy he was there with me, tells me, Rabbi, I think you went a little extreme there. You don't look. What's the thing? You don't look him in the face. This is what? A gift. You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If it's there, you just grab it, you take it. You know what I'm saying? I said, "This is how I'm as mechanech. I'm mechonech." So my Rabbi told me, I don't change. Everybody told me to change, I would have changed. So 2 weeks goes by, it's right before the Elzman. And I tell my Talmud, send him an email in my name and tell him the answer is 0. Tell him that. From that month on, I started getting checks from this guy every single month. Not like the Paris, scrawny little cattle. Fat cattle. Every month, thousands of dollars. And midei chodesh b'chodshay came in. I told my wife, you see, Hashem wanted to alleviate me from having to be mishubed to 3 people who give you money per month. You get mishubed to them. You don't have to be mishubed. I'll give a guy, won't care, give you the money, won't even look at you. And that went on for quite a few years. And after a few years, I get a message that the guy is changing his direction. Decided he's not interested in supporting general kailim or yeshivas. I said, you can do whatever you want. You weren't supporting me. You were just a shliach. It went through you, I said, but it's not. You don't have to answer to me. My Talmud was furious at him. He called him up and he gave him over the head. How dare you break this thing? So many years. I told him, let it. Don't start up with it. It doesn't pay. It's Hashem going to take care of me. So, Rabbi, I think this Bitachon thing is getting me a little exasperated. You know what I mean? You always say that same word over and over. And what do you think it is? Magic? I said, it works magic. It is. It does. And then, a couple of weeks went by, and Hashem opened up a new faucet somewhere else, and Baruch Hashem, maybe it wasn't as fixed, but Hashem doled it out in His kind, gracious way. And as they say, the rest, now you know the rest of the story.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org